There's no telling when exactly this federal government shutdown will be over. And while we wait, furloughed federal employees are not getting a paycheck. I'm going to focus on DC, Maryland, and Virginia because if you live in those three jurisdictions and you are a furloughed federal employee, you may qualify for unemployment benefits. I'm going to drop the link to all three jurisdictions below. But do know you'll likely have to repay that money. Maryland Governor Wes Moore announced that the state will be offering no interest, one-time $700 loans to help furloughed federal workers with things like rent and groceries. Now, that loan must be repaid 45 days after the shutdown ends. Now, back pay for furloughed federal workers was thrown into the spotlight yesterday when a draft memo from a lawyer with the Office of Management and Budget suggested that furloughed federal workers wouldn't be entitled to back pay. To be clear, a law signed by President Trump in 2019 guaranteed that furloughed federal workers would receive back pay once the government reopens. Well, that interpretation set off a firestorm, not just with Democrats, but also with Republicans as well. And unions that represent federal employees, like the American Federation of Government Employees, have certainly shot back at that interpretation. Now, the longer this shutdown lasts, the more it costs all of us. Now, we'll use data from the Congressional Budget Office that looked at those partial government shutdowns that we had back in late 2018 and early 2019. And what they found was that there was a decrease in GDP, gross domestic product. And while some of the money lost was eventually recovered, not all of it, which means the U.S. economy lost billions of dollars during those shutdowns. Well, it's still a bit of a waiting game as we wait to hear when the government will reopen, but rest assured, the longer this goes on, the more it's costing all of us. Be sure to like and follow for more.